Welcome to Graymason Gaming Play Solaris. This is the second episode, but really the start of this 32-player game on the Kusi galaxy. I had a first video that you should watch first, where I do go through a little bit of my pre-game analysis, but it was also focused on the differences between Neptunes, Pride, and Solaris. And so throughout this, I'll start to highlight the differences, or I'll continue to highlight the differences, but really it's about playing the game. So let's get into the actual game. Quick Cycle 1 update. I have established my borders. I was able to negotiate with Lil Silver, and you can see they ended up getting some ships on my star here and here. I negotiated to get these two for this one, which is great because this one here is just a 13 natural resource star. But already really good conversations with Lil Silver. We have this player up here who's AFK, which is great. That means I'm getting all their stars for free. Hopefully I can get some some ships up here to defend this before the AI starts attacking. Buster and Nix David I reached out to, have not heard back from either yet, but Buster has respected my border, and Nix David and I blew up on this star when I told him, hey, you get this one, I get this one. And yeah, let's just take a quick look at that conversation. And yeah, so I said, go ahead and take this star, I'll get this one. Also, go ahead and take Tor, and I'll get this one. But they took them all, and then I counterattacked, and then they counterattacked. So it looks like I'm going to have kind of a two-front war. My west will be secure, and I'll be attacking the AI and Nix David, and I'm trying to get Buster in on it too, because you can see Yellow's also attacking him, and so hopefully the two of us can make short work of Nix David. That's it for right now. We are halfway through cycle number 1, and the updates here are Nix David and Buster we knew were bots and AFK, but I had a buddy in Lil Silver. He's gone AFK now too. And oh, this guy up here, Pink, he's AFK. But what happened as I started to get up closer here is there's this wormhole. And this wormhole came out a new player, Rainbow Warriors. And Rainbow Warriors is actually 3 tech ahead of me. It's got a 3-man team that they rushed experiments and hit 3 things. And so I'm asking them, and they're just waiting on the final member to approve me joining up with them. Now the Rainbow Warriors are, if we look here, down here. This is the Rainbow Warrior. And so I had a brief glimpse of what this looked like, but this is like way south in the map. And so we'll see what happens. I am a little sad that they're coming up here and grabbing stars, but at the end of the day, that is probably fine, because I've got a lot of I've got a lot of stars to eat right in here, which should keep me busy, and him. So I've got 4 people to eat on and to grow. Now, Lescamp, know him from the Stoned Ape games. He very, very briefly is grabbing this star. He's about to lose it though. Yeah, 18 stars hitting 5. So that's going to go away. But I know he's up here now, which is interesting. I was able to secure these 2 nice big, look at that, 134, 122 nice binaries right up here. And another binary over here, 102. So I'm trying to get over and push out to the west. I'm researching range so I can make this jump from here easier. And then Nix David, I was able to go ahead and take out 1 star. I'm about to get these 2. I'm going to get these 2 here, and we're gonna push on yellow first and see where that goes. Oh, and one other thing, I also got intel from the Jewish Star Empire. I'm trying to coordinate with him. So this is my friend here, right? So I'm all up in this space. Jewish Star Empire is here, teaming up with Ulysses, and I think he's teaming up with the Kagan. And they're going to be this guy is pretty much AFK and Imperio. So these two, red and light blue, are going to be their targets, and they're going to try to start pushing out towards me. So, so I have some friends, some 3 friends up in this corner, in addition to my friends, hopefully, that came through the wormhole. All right, a quick end of Cycle 1 update. It seems like I am in with the Rainbow Warrior team. So it looks like I'm in with the Rainbow Warriors team. So they're almost level 3 in all the techs. I'm still trying to see if I can get Specialist and Banking. I'm sorry, yeah, Specialist and Banking this turn, and then I'll get Terraforming next cycle. It looks like we've hit as far as we can go up this direction without going through the bot. And honestly, greedily, I'm kind of glad to see him lose these stars so I can recapture them. Down here, I'm making progress. I'm about to take over this binary star here, and then I'll be able to move that binary star and get more vision of what's coming this way. And I'm happy to see that there's not a lot of big amounts of ships coming at me from him. Buster still hasn't attacked me, and I'm still in the alliance with Silver for now. The problem here is my other conversations. So the Scampade was up here, and he says that he's friendly with the Bad Musician, Raz, and Karmadrome. I know Karmadrome and Raz are good players. Scamp is a good player. Bad Musician is competent. So that's a good 4-man alliance that are just north of me. And over here, there's the 5-man alliance with JSE, and I've kind of been talking about teaming with both of those, and I'm in a 3rd. So the politics are getting interesting already in day 1. We are in the early hours of Cycle 3. Let's go through what's transpired. You'll notice I have a lot more stars than I did. I'm up to 48, doing pretty good. Actually, 25% of the overall goal in Cycle 3. Not too shabby. And the nice thing is, nobody knows how big of a monster I am already. But let's go over my alliance. The alliance that I am in, and I need to stick to them, is the Rainbow Warrior Alliance. Rainbow Warriors has been great. They've given me tech. They got me all teched up. And so when you look at me, I have the top tech and everything. I'm not in the bottom. In 15 minutes, I'll have level 4 scanning, which would be the best scanning. So I'm completely caught up on tech. 48 stars has to be near the top. A huge amount of industry, I think respectable science, and I need to do a dump into economy. I've been focusing on my war battles to deal with all the AI. One little thing, like one little trick that would happen is anytime one of the AIs would attack me, instead of building a carrier to defend it, I'll just build a lot, because a lot of times they'll do like just 1 or 2 ships, just for the same amount or slightly more. I'll just build an industry, and then it's forever there. So it's more permanent of a way to defend yourself than just moving what you have around. The downside of that, of course, is I'm spending my money building up industry where I really need to focus now on economy, because I think I am very stable. So let's go through the alliance. So it's with Rainbow Warriors, who is in this wormhole here. That wormhole comes out right about in here. So you see Rainbow Warriors is all down in here. No idea how big he is. But this group, no idea how big he is. Here's the maps that the rest of my alliance gave me. So one of the other people in my 4-man alliance is quarantined. And so this is quarantined. So you see this is what I have viewed. Like this is the Grump, Steven, and that Quasar. So this is all right in here. And quarantine is here. Steve Man is a bot. And this is Kip. Right above Kip is Karmadrome. And then Ragu is the other one. And here's Ragu. So they have Grump is someone who they're planning on attacking. They have a non-aggression pact with Karmadrome, and I think Karmadrome's working with Kip. I'm assuming that's the case. And so that gives me a vision, and Kip's all along this border here. So when you look now at the map, we know Karmadrome's kind of all in here, with Kip along here, and my guys are down in the bottom. So that's what's happening. And Ragu just responded. Let's see what he had to say. Guys, unfortunate, but Quarantine and I have joined another tech sharing group. We won't be able to share here anymore. We'll have to drop off for now. Cheers. Huh. I'm guessing they joined Karmadrome. Well, so much for my alliance. It honestly simplifies things quite a bit. And I think it's going to impact Rainbow Warriors more than anyone else. Because guess what? I've got another alliance. See, this is why, you know, at the early stages, you got to keep your options open. I'm in another alliance. This other alliance is up in this corner right over there. This is the Jewish Star Empire with Master Iron Hero, Imperio, Ulysses, the Kagan, and J2-2. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 person alliance. It's a lot of people. But then I'm also friends with Lescampade now. He gave me an ally so I could get some vision. He wants to trade tech. He's with Raz and the Bad Musician. So they're all up here. And I think Karmadrome might have a wormhole up there as well. This actually really simplifies things for me, because now I can fully get on board with JSC. Fine. And I just work with Rainbow Warriors, or let him duke it out down there. I'll help him. He helped me. I'll help him. But them leaving doesn't hurt me at all, really, because I'm going to have another tech partner here soon. So, what's been happening? I was able to get up here and really work on this bot. Scampade's been pushing in from the north, although the JSE alliance is pushing in. I guess it's my alliance now too. We'll be pushing in and attacking those 4, and we will soon control the north. The computer went uber aggressive on me and left their homestar open with 5 ships, and they're moving these 10 back. So I went full launch my 81 ships that were right there. Maybe they have some ships right here that can defend, but right now I think I take their homestar. And I have another 22 to follow. So I have 100 ships going up there. I think I could take it. I'll defend this. I can defend one of these 2, not both. But then I'll also take my binary star back. And with that, this whole section will be cleared up. It'll give me good vision. And what I'll do is I'll continue to work nice with Scampade and all the people in the north. I don't think I have any real threats up there at this time. I kill the bot, and I just start moving everything to the south. Fine. What else has happened? Well, Lil Silver went AFK, and I had parked ships, carriers, on him because the computer kept me allied, and I wish I could go back in time and show you, but because he had no industry on these stars and no ships on those stars when he quit, I was able to keep allied with him and just park ships on the 1, 2, 3 stars, get me great vision. And then the second he built industry, I unallied with him to attack before they could generate any units, and I got those for 0 losses. And I'm in prime position now, because what I see here is J2 is my alliance. This Life 915 is also a bot with no tech at all. So this will be easy pickings over here in the west. So I'm going to clear this up, reroute everything south, clear up over here. And Lil Silver, by the way, here is his ships going and attacking others, and his home star is only at 15. So not a huge buildup of ships for me to worry about. I should be able to do good to work over there. The other computer is Buster. He started to attack me, but Karmadrome came in from the south. Unfortunately, Karmadrome also got the home star here. But I'm gonna get this one. I took this one. I'm getting a binary, so I'll get four or 5 stars out of it. Karmadrome made out way better, but you know, that might be his only front, where for me, I've got a lot of other places to expand as well. So let's talk about Karmadrome, because I think this is going to be an interesting situation, this game. Before I was formally in any alliance, Karmadrome gave me manufacturing 3 for spec 3. We then created a non-aggression pack, and it was a beautiful thing. We established peace, and what I think is going to happen now is the people that were on my alliance just joined his. I think is what's going to happen. But if he holds true, I can push out in here and establish myself. I should have a secure northern front, and I'll just keep pushing out here. I'll keep my non-aggression pack with him until I have captured all the easy stuff, and then I'll just crush him like a fly. Last front to talk about, and this is again another change. So if you remember, this was like Nick's David who went AFK. Well, someone took over his empire, Battle Chant. So that's kind of cool. Now there's a real person here. And what's really cool is the AI isn't allowed to use tokens, but this person did. And you'll see what they did is they built this. And this tells me they don't know what they're doing. 7 hours ago, they put a world builder on their home star, which is not the ideal thing to do. Because remember, I did mine on turn 1 3 days ago. Wait, what tick are we on? It's been 62 ticks. So this star 62 ticks ago started, and it's at 94. And even still, it's not like, for me to get up to 10 industry would be really expensive. He would have been much better to put that world builder on one of these other stars instead. But he didn't. So that tells me I know he's a newer player. And if he's a newer player, I didn't even bother talking to him. I just launched full out because I was already attacking him, and I can take his stuff easier, and why would you not? And you know, world builder's not a bad thing to have. He doesn't have a ton of things. I was going to launch these 64 at this, but I just don't know what's behind here. And because Karmadrome was sending in, he just took over this with a smuggler that has the ×2 speed. He was zipping around taking these stars. I've been holding on to my tokens now after the world builder, so I haven't built any other specialists. But he's zipping around, and so I instead moved my 64 ships that were on the border down here to cut Karmadrome off from yellow. So our goal is to cut off Karmadrome so he can't get in on my action, and then I'll finish this off. So I just need to secure something here. Now, what I did do is we launched on this star at the same time. He gets there in 3 hours. I get there in 4. So we allied up so neither of us lose any ships, continuing to build trust. Karmadrome also offered me into his alliance. And I will keep the invitation open for you to join us in case your alliance fails for some reason, but I understand your desire to repay the debt. So I want to keep this very cordial and very much like I could join him at any time. So the plan of attack now. Let me see what Rainbow does, how he reacts to this. It could be very interesting, but then at the end of the day, I don't give a crap what happens to them down here yet. What I care about is I've got an alliance, a 7-man alliance. I've got a non-aggression pack with the 4 people they're attacking. I've got a non-aggression pack with the only power to my south. So I have no alive players attacking me. Everyone's a friend. And I've got a ton of bots all around me to grow on. I don't know where I'm at in the leaderboard, but I think I'm in really good position right now. A quick update, the tick just happened, I got my scan, and this is some great news. What we see here is I am on a bit of a edge of a galaxy here, which is super helpful. So once perp pink is cleared out, I should have a lot of security. And we also now see Battle Chant has a wormhole that goes over here. If I can get both of those wormholes, I will be in amazing position to funnel everything towards those and be able to zip on either side of the galaxy in one tick. So this is great news. Down here we see Karmadrome continuing to push over here. That's why I need to continue to establish and push west to cut off Karmadrome this way, cut off Karmadrome that way, and I'll be in great shape, and then get up here as well. So scan is a great thing. Let's do a quick update. We're halfway through cycle 3. Over here, it looks a little bit different. It's filled out. I have more vision now, and I made a deal with Karmadrome. I was being a little greedy because I didn't know he already had all this. Once I grabbed here, I saw all these things. The deal ultimately is he's going to get this star, this star, this star. And I'll probably get those two as well. And I'll get this one, home star, wormhole, and this one. So he's still making out pretty good. But that if there's nothing more to the east, that is at least not another front to worry about other than Karmadrome, who is my biggest threat, I think. The other thing is up north. So you can see I finally did get the home star of the AI. This will be absolutely huge, huge for me. And with that home star, I can take the rest of this section. Now Scamp is being a bit of an asshole, actually, because I had already launched and then he launched on it and we're allies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this vision. So I got vision, and then look what I found. I found Karmadrome. Karmadrome up there. Now this explains why Scamp was speaking with him early, and Bad Musician and Raz. So, but this is where Karmadrome lives. This is just a little peeky boo my head through. We're going to take care of that. We are going to take care of that right fast. I have to be careful though, because if I start attacking up here, he knows it, and he knows I'm vulnerable in the south. So that's got to proceed with caution. But I'm going to clean up this pink now. The other thing that happened is, you know, so my alliance, it was just me and Rainbow Warriors. And then look at this crap. I said, hey, you good sharing other information, or sharing the rest of the tech with me? He says, I'm waiting on some talks regarding how it ends. I don't plan to turn on you, but I may have to stop trading. I see. Can you elaborate? They're redrawing alliance lines at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm in or out. I'm like, who are they? I'm not entirely sure. I've been left in the dark for a lot of this. I'm like, well, who's informing you? Quarantined and Ragu. Those two knuckleheads that are like a quarter of our size, or at least my size, they're not the masterminds. And looking at the tech patterns of Ragu, so let's take a look, right? Ragu is everything, but he's got 4 manufacturing and 4 terraforming. Oh, look at 4 and 4. So clearly this is the mastermind. And it's a bit of a problem because they own a pretty big chunk down here. Pretty big chunk. And I think he's got some intel from what's going on up top. Because he knows that Team JSE is going in. So we may have like a North versus South alliance. I am trying to get Rainbow Warriors to stick with me. I'm like, why are you going to let them treat you that way and then still work with them? Like, why don't you join me? The other thing of note, and I'm about to lose this view right here, but you can see now that reason I want that wormhole over Battle Chant is it comes over here. And that connects my east and west side of my empire, and I need that. Now, a problem here, of course, is Clear. Clear, who's been threatening the home star of Silver, and is over on this side, and he's got 5 terraforming, 4 specialists tokens, lower in other tech, but clearly a third alliance to contend with. So we've got the Clear Alliance, the Karmadrome Alliance, the JSC Alliance, and then up in the north it's Scamp, Raz, Bad Musician, which I think is going to be a distant fourth. As far as I can tell, those are the alliances. Cycle 4. Oh boy, it's gotten crazy. Let's start on my big, gigantic southern border. We got rid of that yellow. Oh, we replaced it with another yellow. We got rid of those AI. The AI is gone, and now we're in the game proper. I've grown pretty big. I'm at 65 stars. It's got to be near the top of the leaderboard, if not the top. They don't know it, but they know it. Karmadrome confirmed that he stole my allies. He stole Ragu and Quarantined and even Rainbow Warriors. Now, Rainbow Warriors was like the, hey, we're not sure if we're going to let you in. They also have Kip. They may have others, but they have at least that. And if I understand the map correctly, it kind of just goes straight down like this, and they're in all of this. So they are big. And the problem is nobody left alive that I'm aware of is contesting them. So to me, this is threat number 1. Karmadrome ended his 24-hour nap agreement, non-aggression pact, and is gearing for war. I would have liked a little more time, but of course that's why I'm not getting it. Alliance number 2, Clear. Clear is with who is it? Oh, I forget who he's with now. They're fighting. Chibi, this guy here. They're over there fighting, and they're fighting J22, the Kagan, and Ulysses. Okay, so they're all over here fighting, and Team JSC started it, got an early lead with the early crypto chamber, but it sounds like Team Clear is starting to push back, and they want blood. Up in the north, you have Les Campade, you have Raz, and a Bad Musician, and they've been fighting 2 members of JSC's team. They've been fighting, who is it? Imperio and one of these other ones. Imperio, and Master Iron Hero. Don't know how that battle's going. They're not very communicative. So here's what I did. I reached out to these 3 who I've been friendly with. I'm allied actually with a Bad Musician and Scamp, and I allied with Raz before. I said, can we get you guys to stop fighting? There's a bigger war going on, and here's the proposal. Since Clear and JSC, since Clear's not going to work with us, will the North unite? All of Team JSC minus me pushes on Clear, and then I work with these 3 to push on Karmadrome. Now we got a proper North versus South battle. We're just going to see what they come back and say. Juice-Star Empire has been outstanding. He sent me money for warp gates. More importantly, he sent me 11 tokens. So again, if you're new to Solaris, this is a little tidbit. You can build a specialist for 15 credits, which is a lot. Like you get at the beginning like 1 specialist. Tech gets you 1 token. This costs 15, so it takes you 15 turns. You get more as you get your tech level up. He sent me 11, so I could build a general. So I could build a Cairo chamber. When a carrier is built from the star, the general carrier specialist is automatically assigned. What is a general specialist, you ask? It adds +3 weapons to your side. It reduces 1 range and move speed by 50%. So they're slow, they don't move good.
but +3 weapons in a game, by the way, that is fixed 7 weapon. So now all of a sudden my weapon level is 10. I have some other tokens that I can sprinkle in to lower the attackers, so I can make I'll have 10 and they could have 6, or in theory even down to 4 if I get a Saboteur. So 4 versus 10 weapons, that is really, really in my favor, but I still need the ships. And I need the generals in position, they're slow. So JSC gave me some money for warp gates, and so what I have is I have a handful of generals heading south, and they're gonna start establishing a presence on this border, and then I'm gonna have some cutting across here because this is a pivotal place for me to protect. This is this home star, and I really need this intact to be able to defend myself. And this wormhole goes over to here. Clear is going to be busy. I'm not really worried about him popping through, but I'm not a super big fan either. But I'm going to have to protect this wormhole and the star. The nice thing is this is the edge of the map, so this flank is safe. I'm not worried about the north attacking me. And I'm not even really worried about Clear attacking me. It's just Karmadrome. So I'm trying to rally the troops, everyone against Karmadrome, and can I get in position? Just a quick look on things. Like, I think based on my range, he still does have a lot of ships. He has a lot more ships than I do. He also has 2 more manufacturing than I do, better scanning. I have 1 better range. I'm going to get the specialist from JSE to tie up. So he's basically slightly ahead in tech. But I don't know that they have the Cairo chamber yet. And either way, if he gives me enough time, in 11 hours, I'm going to have 4 generals here. And then I warp gate the star. And that means it would take 4 hours to move, so it'll take 8 hours. So it'll take me 19 hours to get him here. It's a long, long journey, but and then once I get him over here, eventually I'll move some up north to help. But the plan is all of these stars up in this northern section are going to funnel in towards this and jump through that wormhole that I know is about right here. And I'm going to start just blowing him up from here, holding the line here. Be opportunistic, but it would be great to get some help. So that's where we're at. The key to all of this is nobody knows I'm on Team JSE. It's like they haven't ever watched any of my videos. I did resist it, but they forced my hand. No one else will team with me. He literally took my allies. He literally at the peace table said, we're not going to team with you. I mean, so like, what do you expect I'm going to do? I'd ally with people if they ally with me, but you know what? JSE doesn't let me down. He hooks me up. So now we kill him. Not JSE, the other people. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, click on the link for the next episode, and don't forget to click subscribe for more content.